Hello, folks. Welcome to the Beamdog Neverwinter Nights launch day stream.
Dear God, it is a day other than what we're used to.
That's right. So guess what, folks? Today, Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition is launching on Beamdog and Steam for everyone in the universe to come and enjoy. So if you haven't bought it yet, today's the day. We're launching in about an hour on Steam at 11 p.m. PST, and at that time you'll be able to come in and start buying the game and getting involved. Until that point, we're going to be having a lot of fun on the stream today. We got a lot of stuff going on. We actually have some guests, believe it or not. We're going to be interviewing people.
What is this fun thing you refer to? Guests? Meat bags? What are you talking about?
I got a straight man to keep me on the straight and narrow. We got Holly Conrad of D&D fame. If you haven't heard of Holly yet, then you probably haven't heard of D&D. She's quite famous. She did this incredible Lady of Pain cosplay years ago.
Cosplay, man. That was awesome.
It is still burned into our eyes. And she runs a really fun Planescape campaign game on the D&D Twitch channel, so she's going to be joining us. She's a big fan of Neverwinter Nights, so we're going to be chatting with her about that. We have Bernard Stockner, a.k.a. Niv, from the Neverwinter Nights community, who actually is also working on Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. Bernard is one of those guys that we found in the community, and he'd been working on Neverwinter.
One of the members of our advisory group, and then he became a little more than that.
So at Beamdog, we have a history of reaching out to the modding communities for these games that we work on because they've been working on these games for longer than most, software developers have worked on their projects. So they have this deep, deep insight into the game, and they know it back to front, and they're basically the perfect people to work on these things.
Well, it's awesome because they actually worked many cases reverse engineering and trying to figure out how systems worked internally from external data. And
if you really want to understand something, reverse engineer it and cuss at people the whole time you're doing it.
And then you realize that you spend all this time trying to figure out one thing, and it actually is a bug.
Fair enough.
And you're like, my God, this is the most obtuse data format I can imagine. What's going on here?
And last but not least, we have Daniel Morris, a.k.a. Iron Gron. He's the admin for a Neverwinter Nights persistent world called Aeroleth, and we're going to be checking that out today. Aeroleth, if you have the Enhanced Edition already, is up right now. You can connect, you can join, you can hang out with myself, Trent. Everybody that we're going to be interviewing is going to be showing up on the server as well, so you'll be able to hang out with us and grief us in the game.
Yeah, the other thing, Dan's informing me right now that our internet is sucking. Once again, there's probably some dude hanging around outside on a pole, randomly poking things.
We're getting war-drived.
Give us some time. We'll stab him with sharp, stabby things, and he'll eventually fall off, and the internet will get better.
Too many bits, not enough pipes.
Yep.
We have an extremely exciting contest today, and I think this is kind of a fantasy for a lot of people. If you win this contest, you will get to send us a photograph, and we will turn it into a Neverwinter Nights-style fantasy portrait. That's right. You will become a D&D character, and one of our professional artists will transfer you to the world of the Forgotten Realms.
So I always thought this was kind of hilarious. So my business partner in Beamdog, Cameron Topher, his pen and paper character was Minsk and Boo.
He was in a party with Minsk, Edwin, and Saravok.
Yes.
And it was pretty funny. He has a lot of funny stories about.
And later on, Chartil joined.
Yeah.
So Minsk was Cam's pen and paper character, and now Minsk is kind of this it's this pop culture thing. So it's this idea of your D&D character from when you were a kid suddenly is like this big pop culture thing, and seeing the portrait of it and having your portrait in Baldur's Gate. It's pretty awesome, man.
It is pretty amazing to see yourself in there. It's weird, too, because, I was the basis for the Rasad portrait in Baldur's Gate. And so every now and then I'll be on the internet and I'll just see it, and then it'll be like, oh, there's me. That's my head covered in weird tattoos.
See, the good thing with me is I'm Dorn, but I'm different enough from Dorn that I don't have big fangs sticking out, so most people don't recognize me.
Fair enough.
So I get the best of both worlds.
But you were quite the inspiration for Dorn. You got that, mean-looking mug.
Ouch.
Well, if you want to be mean.
I have a happy face.
This guy.
He's
got thin skin.
A loving, happy face, man.
All right, so we got a bunch of fun stuff today. We got the portrait contest. We're going to be doing some interviews. And, of course, we're going to be giving away things all throughout the stream. And we're going to be answering questions from the audience. So the first question from the audience is, of course, when will Neverwinter Nights VR be available? Well, if you want to spend $40 on Vorpax, you could probably do that now. But
You could.
Vorpax is not the greatest way to experience VR. So I guess what I'm saying is not anytime soon, but I'd love to see it.
In a list of things that are horribly on fire and need us to deal with them, VR is not one of them.
I mean, I want to play Neverwinter Nights in VR. So
Doesn't-
if you can
doesn't-
convince him that it's worthwhile, and convincing him that it's worthwhile means increasing the install base of VR headsets by about, 10x?
Yeah, 10x.
Okay, so
10x would do it.
buy 10 times as many VR headsets, and we will absolutely be there, and you will get to shove your face.
Or I've got a better way. You just send us the money that it would cost to 10x that install base, and I will make you a single version of the VR game.
That's right.
I will sell it to one person.
If you send us millions of dollars, we will buy you a VR headset and maybe get Neverwinter Nights working on it for you. Question from the audience. Hey, Trent, how are discussions going with GOG for getting Neverwinter Nights on there?
We're pretty close. Ultimately, we were supposed to meet them down at GDC, and we just never hooked up. It's one of those things. It'll be soon, like hours, days, weeks. We'll see. As fast as we can get it done. Our people need to talk to their people, and we need to exchange some bits back and forth. But it'll get figured.
All right, so we're going to kick things off here by joining the Aeroleth Persistent World server. Now, again, there are two Aeroleths. There's one for the original Neverwinter Nights, and now they've kicked up a Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition server specifically for today and for us. Thank you. You guys are awesome, and we appreciate it. So I'm going to create a new character on Aeroleth server, and again, I invite everybody to come join us so you can come grief me. I will be a subrace human. What should my human subrace be?
You should be...
Race car driver.
That's not a good sub race.
Are you saying you have experience with it not being a good subrace? All right, who should my portrait be? Let's be Trent. Yeah, let's be Trent.
That's not me.
All right.
Be something that's useful so you don't die all the time.
So you're saying druid?
That is the worst possible thing you could have taken from what I just said.
I'm going to be a monk because I don't feel like messing with equipment. And I'm going to be a lawful evil monk because I think that's fun. All right, I want to be a gifted monk. Customize. All right, so I will be a obese monk with very little clothing. Let's see, what's the least amount of clothing I can wear? There we go. And do they have any bald portraits? I feel like there should be some bald heads. There we go. And I've got a ponytail. This is sick. Oh, man. All right. I'm excited for
There
this.
we go. There's my baby. Haba haba.
All right. What should my name be, Trent?
My name is Gerbluck. So
Your name is Gerblock?
Gerbluck.
All right. So I'm going to pick the good wizard voice because it's the first one that I laid eyes on. And my name will be, once again, Jimothy Rando.
Jimothy Rando.
And my deity will be... Who should Jimothy Rando worship? A D&D god, or should we make one up?
We should totally...
All right, guys. I'm going to let the audience decide this one. Who is the god of Jimothy Rando?
Jimothy Rando.
Jimothy Rando. Who does Jimothy Rando worship?
Well, being Jimothy and Rando, I think his name is hidden. It's not obvious who he is. He's obviously
using a go-by.
He's into intrigue.
All right. He will worship. All right, let's see what people are saying. Batman, AO, Marlon Bundo. All right, I like that one.
Marlon
the
Bundo.
Cat Lord, Ball, Trent. Hey, maybe he should worship Trent.
Always a good choice.
He's not a forgiving god. Cyric man. Cyric, yeah, let's worship Cyric. The monk that worships Cyric.
Always.
Voiced by Mark Meir. It was one of his first video game roles before he was Commander Shepard.
Yes.
All right, I'm connecting.
Whoa. Dude, I totally made my skin black. Only I don't mean black, I mean like I am like midnight.
Question from the audience. Is there an update today for people who bought in the beta? I'm not quite sure what you mean. There is an update going out, but if you've bought into the beta and you have it on Steam right now, it'll basically be the retail version in a few minutes.
All right.
Oops.
Picking my voice. My name is not Hodrush.
Let's actually do that again. Air left, connect. I lost my character. Let's do that again. Male, race, oops. Subrace, race car driver.
Race car driver.
Race car
That
driver.
is not a sub race.
Monk, alignment, lawfully.
I have no
abilities.
sub race.
A gifted monk. We made that joke before. Let's get that ponytail back. Ooh, this is an even better ponytail. Look at this guy. He looks like a Gith Yankee. I like it.
God, they're asking me a horrible question. You may have the mark of destiny. This means that they advance faster. They get bonus XP, but they reach
Looking
the
good.
death area 10 times. They are perma-killed. Perma-killed? Oh my God. Perma-killed. But XP faster. Is it worth it? I'm totally going for it, Phil.
I think I took too long last time. And it
I'm
kicked me out.
totally
No,
going to accept
I
it.
think I have too many characters on here. Let's take a look at Trent's screen here. What do you got going on?
Oh. I can pick 2 major gifts and 1 minor gift for my character. I will take +2 strength because I'm all about the strength, baby.
You're just beating that guy. What's going on? There's just a naked man who's just prostrating himself before you.
He keeps flopping over.
Trent, this is bizarre.
He's got issues.
I don't really know how to deal with this. So how far have you gotten? You're not done yet? Man,
Not quite done yet.
this is quite the custom server. So when you guys built Neverwinter Nights, did you ever imagine that you were basically spawning a billion, trillion tiny little MMOs?
I think we basically assumed we were going to build a platform that we had no idea how it would be used. And we hoped that a bunch of people would create little adventures for their friends to play.
And it worked out for you.
It did. Surprising that.
All right, so in a few minutes, we're going to be interviewing Niv, a.k.a. Bernard Stuckner. And Niv is in Germany, so we're going to have to be quick so that he can go to bed at some point because I believe it's 1 in the morning over there or something like that. So we're going to bring him up on Skype here in a minute. In the meantime, though, Trent, how do you feel about maybe giving away a prize?
I like prizes.
You like prizes? Well, who doesn't like prizes?
I am fearless.
All right. So we're about 45 minutes away from the game going live on Steam. So in a little while, you'll be able to pick it up and start playing. In the meantime, the winner of the first T-shirt giveaway today is Kronos_SK, or maybe it's just all one word. Kronos.
Kronos.
There you go, buddy. You want a T-shirt. All right, so we are going to get Skype up and going in a second here.
Are you ever going to join back in on Aerolith?
I mean, eventually, but I want to see what you're going to do here. So you got a party of people here that are harassing you. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
You didn't level up. You got to level up, man.
I got to level up. I'm a barbarian, so I'm totally barbarianing. And the right answer for barbarians is always heal, because I tend to lead from the front, taking a lot of
So when I
fisticuffs to
do
the
it, it's a
face.
problem. And when you do it, it's just a play style. I see how it is, yeah. All right.
Tiny Dancer was worshiping me. It was kind of creeping me out, dude. He's also he's kind of naked.
So if you want to join Neverwinter Nights and worship Trent, I suggest you connect to the Airlift server.
I would suggest not doing the worshiping. That's kind of creepy.
All right, so I'm going to call up Niv in a second here. And
Pull
I'm
this lever
switching my
once to
audio
start
here.
The subrace selection screen. Left doorway. DM always late. Oh, we have Gary, and Gary has a little beholder called Harahan, or Hanaran. Hanaran's a little beholder. He's so cute. He's so cute. Look at that little beholder. Look at him. Isn't he sweet?
All right, so I believe we were just...
I love his sweetness.
Unfortunately,
Look at those quads, man. I've got epic quads. Look at those legs.
You seem like you have a lot of upper body strength, but not a lot of.
Are you kidding? Those
power.
are some specific. Those are some spectacular quads. Look at the definition.
All right, is my audio coming through for Skype?
Look at the beholder. Hey, this guy almost looks like me. Only I'm much prettier, of course. Because he's green.
Oh, he's joining you. He's invited you to a party.
I will
What's going on here?
accept. And Valley and I are in a party. Can I invite Gary to the party? Gary. Let's see what Gary's got going on.
Hello. Aberration.
All right, Trent, you got to turn your sound off.
I'm gonna turn it on.
Dan, I cannot hear Nib on the other end of this Skype call.
Phil?
So I'm gonna turn my sound off. Yeah.
Hello? Hey, I hear audio now. Hello, hello? Nib, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can anyone hear me? Nib, can you hear me?
Technology. Why do you hate us so?
I can hear Trent.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you coming through this microphone.
That's awesome.
All right,
Yeah.
we're going to take 5 minutes to figure this out.
You're very quiet, but I can hear you, yes.
Oh, wait, I hear Nib now. All right, try again, Nib.
I have opened the doorway. Let me click on the door.
Are you ready to finally
Hello?
enter the world of Airleft?
I am.
All right, let's do this.
Let's see what happens.
You're getting a lot of
Enter.
scripted text here. Everybody's trying to go through the door at once. It's like the Three Stooges trying to enter reality.
That is the world we live in, my friend. The world is the Three Stooges.
All right, I still can't hear any Skype audio coming in, but I can hear myself.
I think Phil loves to hear himself.
It's true. Welcome back, folks. Our internet issues have not been resolved, so unfortunately, poor Bernard, we're going to have to pause his interview for the time being and just play some Neverwinter to make sure you guys don't get bored. And we're going to be giving away some more prizes here. So first off, I think we should give away another Neverwinter t-shirt. What do you think, Trent?
It's never a bad time for a Neverwinter t-shirt.
Never a bad time. All right, so the winner of yet another Neverwinter Nights t-shirt is Fimbulk. Good job, Fimbulk. All right, so we are just about to get back into Aeroleth's server here with Jimothy Rando. Now, Trent's already on there if you guys want to join and harass him. Oh boy, here I come. All right, guys, I'm on the server 2 now.
Sure you are.
As Jimothy Rando. Now, Trent's already in town. I'm still in the little starting area. Oh, I got to select another sub-race here.
Yeah.
Yes, after 10 deaths, my character will be perma-killed. Hell yeah, I want Iron Man mode. And I, of course, need the Major Gift of Grace. Are you sure? Yes, I want that gift. And I also want the Major Gift of Insight. How about that? I want to be a wise and dexterous monk. And I also want the ability to gab. I have the gift of gab. And I'm a bully.
You're a bully.
And I have no path. All right.
I'm going to set the sound at 60 because 60 seems like a nice number. And then I'm going to go into the game and I'm actually going to turn on my audio as well.
Let's go through the door and enter the world of Aerolith.
I am currently in the world.
Enter Aerolith now.
I just like your sound effects. They don't make me feel fantasy at all.
Your teleporting sound effects. There.
Okay.
You made it. And I'm on a boat.
You're on a boat.
And there's a dwarf shimmying behind me. I think he's trying to do something.
Is he shifty shimmying?
Shifty shimmering. All right, let's level my guy up here. So I'm a monk. I'm going to go with recommended because I'm lazy.
You are lazy.
There you go.
Phil,
Now I can monk it up.
Monk it up.
So I used to roll a monk on another persistent world I played on back in the day, and they kind of forgot about that class because they made custom equipment for all the other classes except for monk. So I just didn't have any good gear, and everyone was around beating me up with their way better gear that I couldn't equip. Wait, I think I found Trent. There he is. Oh my god. And his name is
Gerbluck
Wolf. Wait a minute, Wolf of the Westchester Wolves?
You got it. Oh, Jimothy.
Wait, this is an Ultima.
Guards? Who's calling guards? Is that you, Jimothy?
I challenge you to a wait, can I duel you?
No, you can't duel me, you jackass.
Let's give you a flurry of blows here.
Just play the game.
This is how you play the game.
No,
Get back here.
You play the game by actually finding enemies and
Get
fighting
back
them.
here. Wolf.
Running away and buggering off. Brave Sir Robin.
Guys, after him. Everyone on the server, kill Wolf.
No. Hey, there's a pig there sleeping. He's so cute.
Uh-oh, the guards are after me.
It's because you're a jerk, Phil. Is that you? That is Jimothy.
He stole my gold. This guy's a criminal. I was justified in striking him. I was justified in striking him. And I'll do it again.
Okay, I will let my guy defend myself.
You think you can beat me? My hands are legally lethal weapons.
I have an axe.
Watch this. You like stunning fist? How about this? Oh, I died. All of the bones got punched out of my body.
That is because I have a lot of strength and a big axe.
Brutal. I demand that this man be arrested. Come on, Aeroleth, help me out here. All right, question from the audience. Any chance there will be a character editor? Vaguely remember having one before. I think they're asking that, can I change my existing characters? I don't think we're planning on producing anything like that, but I'm pretty sure there are tools out there that you'll be able to use. Hey, maybe you could find the guys that made Shadowkeeper, make it work with Neverwinter Nights.
My thanks. Oh, I always forget to click on the damn chat window.
Someone just offered to lick my feet, and I asked them to please not to.
There we go.
All right, should we give away another shirt
I think we
as
should
we
totally
get
give away
this
another
game
shirt.
launched? So we're running around in the background. You can't see it, but buttons are being pressed and things are being moved around. And somewhere in Valve's head office, there are massive gears and pieces of machinery turning and twisting as this game gets uploaded to all of their servers. Question from the audience about Neverwinter Nights. How about pony models? Flutter ponies, earth ponies, unicorns, alicorns. I want to create a My Little Pony / Pony Finder module for my daughter so that I can play with her when she's at her mother's place. So, I mean, I personally wouldn't, stop you from putting ponies in the game, despite my disapproval of ponies in general. But I can tell you that it's not in our current plans to add a bunch of custom ponies to the game, so you might have to do it yourself. All right, we're going to give away a T-shirt to the audience. The winner of a Neverwinter Nights T-shirt is Dessert Table. Maybe the Z is silent. I don't know. You want a shirt, buddy?
We are a bad party. We are going around murdering innocent animals.
Well, everybody left me behind, so...
That's because you started it all. You made it all bad.
Where did you go? I have to get my revenge on you. There you are. All right.
Running away.
Aha! Now you're under attack. Everybody get him.
Don't get me. You really don't get the concept of playing a game with other people, do you?
You got away from us. I play a lot of games with people, but they usually involve killing the other people.
Or the other people killing you.
Get him! Get him!
Smart way to do it.
All right, we're going to play a little game here, and it's called The Fugitive, starring Harrison Ford. And Trent is the star. Yes! We got you.
You are a jackass. Do you realize that you now have nine deaths left?
You're like a cat.
This is...
We're under attack here.
Yeah, I wonder why.
By troglodytes. Oh, they're so cute. They're like big kobolds. Stunning fist. Let's do this. You're missing the big fight here. Come on.
That's because somebody just whacked me.
Oh,
because
fine.
everybody keeps whacking me.
I'll help you up. Oh, I died. All right. Well, I got whacked too, so.
That's because you're a jackass and you told everybody to whack me. Ah, Phil.
This is why people play Neverwinter Nights.
This is why
here.
people don't play Neverwinter Nights with Phil, because Phil is a jackass.
Oh man, we got quite a few people on the server right now. I'm pretty sure all of these are people.
Yeah, basically, has turned into a massive melee of unfortunate.
See, this is why I love Neverwinter Nights, because it's like all of a sudden we basically have a tiny little MMO going.
Why does the road look different on my screen?
Why does it look different on your
screen? That is a good question. I think I have a different graphics card setup than you do.
That is true.
That and I seem to have a whole extra help of dying.
All right, we're going to give away another T-shirt here. Oh man, these guys are fighting. Everybody's fighting. This is brutal.
It is.
I've introduced a negative element to this server, and I apologize.
You are the epitome of a negative element on this server, my friend.
All right, we're going to give away another T-shirt to one Falcon 7370. Falcon 7370, you just won a shirt, buddy. Good for you.
Okay, so we're caught in this never-ending loop of death.
These poor people just bursting into blood and bones. Let's get out of here, folks.
I am attempting to heal myself up so that I can play the game that Phil has ruined for me.
That's right. Oh no, I'm being attacked. Who could have seen this coming? Nika Asef.
What
I put a curse on you, Nika Asef.
what an unforeseen event.
I
But
demand
Phil,
that everyone on the server kill that player. Carry out my will.
Oh, Phil.
Maybe it was
Phil,
Nisa.
Phil.
Nika?
I'm just going to hide in here.
All right, folks, we're getting very, very close to the actual release time for Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. In a few minutes, I'm going to have one Jonathan Hill come on the show to replace Trent and tell us about what it was like to work on Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition.
Please, Jonathan will not replace me. He will merely sit in the seat that
So he's going to sit in your lap?
No, he will very temporarily take my place.
Fair enough. All
A
right.
poor substitute. A poor substitute.
All right, is anyone killing this Asif person for me, or did I miss it?
I have a
Let's
meat
point at them
pie.
to... where's my... there we go. No, I don't have any spells. There's really nothing I can do to this person.
I've been put in jail,
I could taunt them.
and now he is about to let me out.
Huh. What are you going to do? Kill me? Ha, I'd like to see you try. See ya, buddy.
You really don't get the concept of an adventure, do you? You're like the D&D party that never
Well,
makes it
lead
out
us
of the
on an
bar. You're
adventure
like,
here. I'm waiting.
I'm going to be, the DM said, let's start in the bar.
Someone take charge here. All right. The next time I get revived, because someone just killed me again, I'm going to play the part of the fugitive, and I'm just going to start running. So I guess I'll have to wait until someone revives me here. Come on, guys. Come on.
I am totally in a timeout.
All right. I'm going to drink a potion here. And so I just came up with a little game. And it's exclusive to Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. And you can only play it on the Airleth server right now. And this game is called Dunk the Monk. I am the monk. And you got to chase me down and kill me. And hopefully I can make it to the edge of this map before that happens.
Here's a question. Is there a chance we can get multicolored hair for characters? Because that would be badass. Can we also have the ability to create custom classes?
I don't know, Trent, can we?
I think the hair comes down to kind of the art upgrade pipeline. We're really looking at kind of where to go with that. And the custom classes, we're really still trying to figure out exactly how to do this so that we can, A, support persistent worlds and allow them to do the things they want to do, and at the same time, allow people to kind of play the game as we intended it with the existing rule set. So I'm still kind of torn on exactly how to put custom classes in a good way. Right now, we've been putting some good effort in enabling NWNX to become a little more powerful, so that people can continue to do that without a whole lot of hassle.
So Neverwinter is pretty hugely data-driven, as I understand it.
It's pretty data-driven. There's some stuff that's hard-coded, like there's elements of the rules that are hard-coded, so we're going to go in and be undoing some of those. Here's another question. Are you planning to release only updated existing heads or new heads for players today? The answer is no, not today. So we've been putting some stuff up in Steam Workshop. We'll also be cross-posting it elsewhere on the interweb so people can grab it, even if you're not part of the Steam thing. We don't have a hard timeline on the character stuff. We're basically going to be upgrading as we kind of roll along. So that's kind of the master plan. Slowly start upgrading, and then at one point we'll basically have a fully kind of amazing looking game.
Yeah. So actually, Trent's going to be talking a little bit more about the future of Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition.
Oh God, the future.
But before we get into that, we're going to pause for 2 seconds so that Jonathan can come by. And I'd just like to remind everybody that the Dunk the Monk game is still in progress. So the first person to track down the character of Jimothy Rando and kill him, let's give him a T-shirt. How about that?
Well, if you find Jimothy and whack him, you get a T-shirt. So Jimothy is currently running around at Godspeed, trying to.
I'm not running around that fast. See, the flaw in my plan is that I'm in a party with a bunch of other people.
Exactly.
So they know exactly where I am.
So if Jimothy dies from spider attacks, what then?
Then the spider wins the T-shirt.
Spiders. I don't know if the spiders value T-shirts.
Oh, Jesus. The troglodyte followed me from the other map. Why did you build this game this way, Trent?
Because I'm awesome. And I knew it would be a lot of fun. So I'm going to hand off to Jonathan.
Take it to the limit. Jimothy's going to make it. Hey, Jonathan, what's going on?
We've got a whole pile of these hats.
Yeah, somebody keeps buying hats and then giving them to me, and now I have a bunch of hats. So, thank you, Dan.
Why am I in jail?
Why are you in jail? Did you get arrested? See, you should have done what I did, which was leave town, because obviously you're a criminal fugitive. And now I'm sure there's like dozens of bounty hunters coming for me.
Now I'm stepping into Trent's life.
What's it like being Trent? Is it fun?
It's like Trent 2.0.
That guy's pretty built.
Yep.
Oh, God, it's a dead end. Oh, no.
I'm seeing a t-shirt coming someone's way real quick.
Oh, Jesus, they're all coming for... Oh.
Okay, who gets that t-shirt?
I guess the Troglodyte War Chief does?
By the way, if the spider had done it, I'd say we send out a hat as well.
Or a silk scarf. All right, so I feel bad for the guy that had almost tracked me down because that spider got me first. But now I appear to be in the afterlife, so now you have to go to hell to get Jimothy Rando and kill him. All right, so Jonathan, what was it like working on Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition? You're kind of the go-to guy for this project. What are some of the interesting things that happened on the way?
To be honest with you, working with the community has been amazing.
Yeah.
It's a vibrant community. It's been this, vibrant for the last 15 years, and kind of stepping into that and kind of getting that warm welcome of, hey, thank you for, reinvigorating this product and extending things. And what we've been doing is unhard coding things so that the community is basically saying, hey, can you do more? So some of the questions that have I was monitoring the stream earlier, and it's like, hey, can you change hair color? Those are the kinds of questions that internally we're having, and that's where we kind of push people off to the Trello board so that they can kind of vote on those features. And then that makes my job a little bit easier because there's so much that, we want to do, and there's so much that the fans want to do, and we're all in this together, and the more consensus we have, the better. And I think that's kind of what has been really exciting about this product is we announced it back in November. We started the Head Start program, and then just working with the community and people that have been on the Head Start side of things, getting their feedback. That's pretty much driven a lot of our development.
Yeah. So what was it like? I guess we kind of recruited a bunch of people from the community. Why?
They eat, sleep, and breathe Neverwinter Nights.
Pretty good reason. So as we were telling earlier in this stream, and this is something we also did with the Infinity Engine, we reached out to the community and kind of recruited these people because they, of all the people in the world, are most familiar with Neverwinter Nights. And God damn it, someone actually went to hell to track me down.
I'm going to correct you on one thing there. Yes, they may know the most about Neverwinter Nights as it has been over the last few years, but we also have a lot of the original developers in-house.
That's true, actually. Yeah, we had Mark
and
Brogington, we had Jason Knipe. Who else did we have?
So that's one of the things. It's like we're community, but we're also the old school people that worked on this game. And that's kind of an important distinction. That's one of the things that kind of is what Beamdog does is, same thing we've done with Baldur's Gate, again, the original developers, and bringing in a lot of the community that it's pretty much kept it alive all these years. And specifically on Baldur's Gate, we've been supporting that for, the better part of, 5-6 years now.
It's been quite a while. I think initially when we put out the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, it was like, we'll probably have to do a year or so of patching, but then we're going to be done. But no, it's actually been a long-term project for us, and it's worked out incredibly well. Turns out people really appreciate it when you continually update their games for them. Who would have thought?
I know, right?
It's weird.
And that's the other side of it, is like the persistent worlds, which is what you guys have been doing this morning, that's kind of been the lifeblood. And talking with people that either ran persistent worlds back, 10 years ago and have basically reached out and saying, hey, what can I do to upgrade my old persistent world to the enhanced edition? And we've been working with them, trying to get the tools in their hands and basically getting them that, developer side of things, which is one of the things that we've done on the Beamdog client side of it, is we've had our Head Start program going since November. And on the Steam side, just recently, it's been a couple months now.
Yeah, we've had
the development branch. And that's one of the things that we're going to do continuing forward, is we're going to have our stable version, and then we're going to have our developer branch where we're trying out new things that the community's asking for and kind of pushing that content out there for people to play with. And I guess that's the other segue for me, is one of the things that I've been pushing over the last few weeks is a little bit of just kind of sneak peek teaser stuff onto the Steam Workshop.
Yeah, if you head into the workshop right now, you can actually see some pretty amazing things that really showcase the graphical capabilities of the new engine. So there's the Hall of Justice.
So we have the Hall of Justice, so we're showing off what the new functionality is with the tile sets. Then we also have a showcase for the generic mail in studded leather. Again, showing the new hotness for our character models. And we're going to continue adding to those showcase modules, and then also adding additional modules as time goes by. One of the things we're also working on right now is trying to set up a way that we can kind of mirror that content between the Steam Workshop and then over to the Neverwinter Vault and other sources for people to get content.
That's actually a topic that we discussed internally quite a bit of. We don't want to transplant the Neverwinter Nights community to Steam. That's not really what we're after. No. We want Steam to be a great experience for people, but we don't want to sacrifice Neverwinter Vault or anything like that to make it happen. So in the future, the hope is that that workshop capability, that functionality could potentially work with the Vault in some capacity.
Yes.
Now, I just want to do a bit of an aside here. I think it's absolutely hilarious that I'm being hunted through hell by a bunch of people who are demanding a T-shirt from me. So Dunk the Monk is still going, folks. I've just exited the afterlife, and I'm now running at top speed to try and escape a bunch of people who are harassing me in hell. And I've just been shot by Wisha Redborn. Very nice work. You knew exactly where I was going to spawn, and you picked me off. Good job. You win. All right, whoever Wisha Redborn is, take a screenshot of yourself to prove that it's you and show it to us, and we'll give you a T-shirt. That concludes the first ever game of Dunk the Monk. Congratulations.
Are we trademarking that?
Dunk the Monk? I feel like we should make a module called Dunk the Monk, and it's literally just a chase.
But it's like monk, like M-U.
Well, it's got to be a monk because monks can move faster. They get that higher base movement speed at higher levels, so they have to have a little bit of an advantage. But very nicely done. All right, so what are some of the differences between the original Neverwinter and the Enhanced Edition? I guess this is a question that we get a lot. Let's just run down what the Enhanced Edition is all about.
No, just kind of a little bit of the history lesson. Like, we've taken over the server side of things for Neverwinter Nights, and it was really difficult for people to basically play multiplayer for probably the last 10 years anyway. And that's one of the first things that we had to sort out when we started, enhancing Neverwinter Nights, is giving people that ability to play multiplayer, because that is one of the core fundamental things of Neverwinter Nights. So that's the one that I'm the most excited by. So all the other stuff in terms of these post-process shaders that make it look pretty, the Steam Workshop. No, that one's actually my favorite too. How many favorites am I allowed to have?
4.
4.
But 2 major, 2 minor.
Okay. I'm going to have to say multiplayer, number 1, Steam Workshop, number 2, because Steam Workshop feeds into the multiplayer.
That's true, yeah.
So can I get 1 for that one?
1.5, let's call it.
Okay, 1.5. Getting the workshop content, because that was one of the biggest things with Neverwinter, is just the amount of content that people are creating. Or have created in the past, and the stuff that we've been doing with the tool set and the improvements that we've made there, enabling people to make new content for the Enhanced Edition, is probably one of the most exciting things.
I would say so. I mean, the fact that the master server works again is personally my big thing, because Neverwinter Nights multiplayer did still function, but you had to go through a third party, and it did not work incredibly well. And it was just a chore to get at this amazing experience that you wanted. So being able to easily play with your friends on Steam is something that I'm actually quite excited about. I managed to get Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition going at a LAN party recently. We had a little local game, and it was a blast. We did a little bit of Hordes of the Underdark. We just kind of blasted through that, and it was a good time. So I'm really, really happy that we can make Neverwinter Nights an easy-to-play with your friends experience.
Yeah, it's, not that I'm going to begrudge the old times, but Steam's been great. GameSpy back in the day, I had to have a separate app to see when my friends were playing Neverwinter. Basically, on Steam, I see that Phil's playing Neverwinter Nights. I can go, I'm going to join his game, and off we go, and we play. That makes things a lot easier. It also makes it a little bit harder for me to not tell people that I'm playing Neverwinter Nights because they can kind of snoop on that.
All right, I'm going to heal up here, and I will go to a secret location, and then we can play another game of Dunk the Monk. In the meantime, let's answer a few more questions from the audience. Let's see, what do we have? When do you think we're going to be able to announce some premium modules? That's a good question. I don't think we can tell you when we're going to announce them, but I can tell you it's something that we're extremely interested in and are actively pursuing. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, let's leave it at that for now. I'm just going to... I'm dumping out for a quick second in the game.
So another question from the audience. What is the next step after Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition and Infinity Engine 2.5? A patch for PST or a new project revealed? So PST will likely see an update in the near future, yeah. For Neverwinter Nights, we're going to continue updating the game. I think the cadence for the patches is changing now that the game is live. But it will continue to see updates similar to what we've been doing all throughout the Head Start process. So the game will continue to improve. Jonathan and his crew are currently working on some updated character models. That's definitely on the way for Neverwinter Nights. And we have some stuff coming, but you'll see more soon. We have some exciting news about Infinity Engine. Well, I won't get into it now, I guess. We'll just tease.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the longer short answer on that. I'm not going to promise anything because we've got our Trello board. We have our development branch there, and we also have our Discord channel. So there's opportunities for the community to be directly involved in what we're working on. Mm-hmm. And I think the easiest way for people to know what we're doing is to get involved in what we're doing. So I don't want to say, yes, we're going to do this or we're going to do that. I want you to work with us to do those things so that everyone has a vested interest in this game succeeding and basically growing. Yeah. That is, I think, one of the most important parts. It's, you know, I've said this in previous streams, and for those of you that are just seeing me for the first time, I'm Jonathan, also known as Trent 2.0, and it's kind of a situation where this game is only as good as the community. And we've supported Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition and all the other products that we've done for the last several years, and I want the same thing for Neverwinter Nights. We just want the community involved. We want you making content, and we want to enable you to make more content.
Yeah, my dream is like, 6 months to a year from now, you go into the Neverwinter Nights workshop, and there's just a galaxy of really fun multiplayer mods. Like, there's nothing stopping you from making a PUBG Battle Royale style module. There's so many fun things you can build in Neverwinter, and now it's easy to get at that stuff. So, again, I want to see that Dunk the Monk module. Question from the audience. Can I still join the server to play with Phil? If so, what is the password to join? I don't believe Aerolith has a password. The server is Aerolith Distant Shores. You have to be playing in the Enhanced Edition version of Neverwinter Nights. There's a version in the original Neverwinter Nights. That's a different server. So if you haven't gotten Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition yet, I believe in 6 minutes you'll be able to purchase it on Steam, or you could buy it now on Beamdog and also get a Steam key. Hey, there's a person here. And someone's attacking their corpse. Interesting. Well, I'll move on.
Trent always plays as a barbarian.
Corpse is frozen
into
the ground. Goodness.
We can censor that.
My lord. Time to crack open a cold one. All right, so are we giving
You're
away
doing the
another,
interview. You're asking me questions. I'm not offering
another
anything.
Shirt here. All right, let's give away another shirt to one Lord Sullivan. All right, buddy, you want a shirt. All right, so question about the tool set. Will we be able to lock placeables down so they don't fly into the air when we hit F5? I think that actually might have been fixed in the recent patch.
Yep.
Because they would go down to the floor Z plane.
Yeah, it was the Z-axis that we were sorting out.
So there you go. Try it out right now and see if it's fixed for you. So Jonathan, what would you personally love to build in Neverwinter using this incredible technology?
Well, you already told everyone we're doing a PUBG thing, so that's kind of out.
But we could do it so much better. What are some of your classic D&D modules that you'd love to translate to Neverwinter?
You know what? Expedition to the Barrier Peaks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why
I
that one?
want.
You want the laser gun?
I want someone to think that they're going in for a nice fantasy adventure. They get into the cave and bam, spaceship. Right? And that's how you kind of lull them into it.
I do have a bit of a soft spot for like sci-fi mixed with fantasy here and there. I feel like it's kind of an underserved genre. You know, you could do more. Star Ocean, you know, they had a cool motif going.
I'm a longtime Gamma World fan, and so Gamma World's always been a bias, and that Expedition to the Barrier Peaks was Gary Gygax's transition to basically lull fantasy D&D fans into accepting Gamma World when it finally came out. So that was kind of that transition module that they did. And that being said, I started off with Gamma World, you know, and then D&D kind of came a little later.
See, I'm a bit less exciting. I would actually love to build sort of like an arena thing where I'm basically the role of Baloth the Entertainer, where I'm the server admin and I'm just overseeing all these incredible fights and I'm screaming at people over, you know, microphone and laughing at them.
You know what? You throw a bit of betting into that, where
Hell
you know we
yeah.
start wagering against this
I
and
want
that,
it to
throwing
be
some
kind of like
T-shirts.
professional wrestling sort of thing, where it's like, by God, he's down. As God is my witness, I have seen a man fly off of a ladder. So that's what I want to build.
So Neverwinter Night, ladder matches.
There you go. Monk in a cage. Dunk
the
in a
monk.
cage.
So he starts off in the ladder, you dunk the monk, and then the match
like
starts. Okay.
It's a good thing that we're doing this outside of the Airleft server because these guys are trying really hard to roleplay, and I feel like I'm detracting from their efforts, so I'm just remaining silent.
Yes.
So, Neverwinter Nights, when was the first time you played this game? Did you play it way back in the day?
I played it way back in the day, and I had friends that were working at BioWare, so I kind of got a few sneak peeks along the way. And the first drop that they did with the model viewer. Oh, by the way, I also pre-ordered, so I still have my unlock code for 10% discount at all merchants. We probably should have released that as a bonus. You know what? Maybe I can throw that into the workshop where people can get a 10% discount at all merchants in the game because you pre-ordered the game back in 2002.
If you can find that receipt, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, send us your receipt for your original purchase, and I will send you the file that you pretty
have
much
signed
drop
yourself up for more than you realize. Now people are going to be scouring through ancient receipts. They're going to find their old boxes. If I have the box, that means
Does
I
that
bought
count?
it.
No. No, there's got to be the
Maybe
original
you got
receipt.
it at a garage sale. I don't know. Well, it's nice that you're offering people that. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. So do you have any fun memories from way back in the day when Neverwinter was fresh and new? I mean, it's fresh and new now.
It is, and I think seeing other people build content, it's, for me, even back then, because we played a lot of tabletop pen and paper games, and when a friend of mine went through and he kind of recreated our game scenario that we had played like a few weeks earlier, and then he sent me the module and was like, dude, we just played this. Oh, wait a second. We played this pen and paper. And then we ended up going through our own game in Neverwinter, and that was really cool.
Sorry, I just had to beat up a pigling.
Of course you did, Phil.
It attacked me. I didn't start it.
So that's the biggest thing. It's always been the tool set.
I remember when I first got Neverwinter and I cracked open that tool set and it walks you through that wizard and it's like, do. All right, do you want to play your module now? And you just go. And I thought that was really, really cool that they made it such a low barrier to entry.
So what are you doing in here, Phil?
So I stumbled upon a group of people who are just kind of wandering through the woods, and I'm just sort of following them and listening to what they have to say. There's a dude following us named Valdemar Jacobson, and I feel bad because he was trying so hard to get a shirt by killing me, and somebody picked me off before he could. So this guy's still red to me, and I don't really want to attack him because I feel like everyone else would, gang up on me and kill me. But that's what I'm up to. However, what time is it, Jonathan? Is it noon? Noon o'clock?
It's noon o'clock in Mountain Time, so
That's
that's
right.
11 PST.
What does that mean for Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition?
That should be live on Steam right now.
It's out now, folks. Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition is now available. Mark your calendars. This day of March the 27th, 2018 is the day that Neverwinter Nights came back from the dead. Or
Yes.
at least a heavy sleep.
It was napping.
But yeah, so head over to Steam and you can check it out and check out that Steam overlay, check out the Steam Workshop. It's time, folks.
I'm going to assume the people that are watching our stream have already bought the game, either through the Head Start program on Beamdog,
I made a mistake.
and they're already playing it. So go tell your friends to get it. I think that's more important.
Yeah,
because they already have the game.
Go get
if they're here, they're in this game and they're playing with us.
Yeah, don't go in that cave, folks.
What's in the cave, Phil? What's in the cave?
This cave is full of danger.
Is it full of spiders?
And spiders.
And spiders. So danger and spiders are uniquely different.
The two things that should not mix.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The gods are ignoring you. Ain't that the truth? If I had a nickel for every time the gods ignored me, I'd have like 30 cents.
So, at this point, if the game isn't live on Steam, there's someone in the other room named Scott that is going to push that button and make it live on Steam.
There's screams and flames coming from the other room. Valve actually makes it pretty easy these days. Before, you had to hit the button pretty early to make sure that it propagated through all the servers, but now they've got a timed release thing that works as you would expect, and we don't have to stress about it as much anymore.
So, some more of the questions there. Dan, you want to scroll down? I just want to address the one that just had come in there. Okay. In terms of those character assets in a few months, yeah. So right now there is a character showcase and a tile set showcase on the workshop. Username Zoocosm on that. You can check out what we've been working on here at Beamdog, and we're going to be continuing to update those, and then also adding little code snippets and tutorials as part of that process to pretty much get everyone up to speed so they can start making their own content.
That'd be fun. Wow, that bat was just full of bones, wasn't he?
And possibly a spear.
Yeah.
Bats are known to carry spears.
He's just a bag of blood hovering in the air, and he burst open. All right, question from the audience. Will there be an option to control how much the camera shakes? It can give you motion sickness. That's actually a good feature request. It's something we can look at. Please add it to the Trello. I would argue that's an accessibility feature.
Yeah, if someone internally here can throw up the link to the Trello board, I would actually like to have that put on the Trello board in terms of accessibility side of it. And that being said, that is also something that can be accessed through script. So someone making a module, when the earthquake happens, you can trigger that screen shake. Or not.
I keep killing this guy's piglet by accident. Sorry, man. It was red, and it looked like it was about to strike me. I can't be held accountable when a pig comes at me. All right. What kind of illegal substance / medicine is beside Phil's laptop? These are caffeine tablets, and these are regular strength. It helps temporarily to promote alertfulness and wakefulness and relieves fatigue. There are 100 tablets in this container. There you go.
Are there still 100 tablets in that container?
Now, other people have criticized me for taking caffeine pills. They're like, why don't you just drink a cup of coffee? And it's like, I don't have time for that. Do you have time to just drink a bucket of boiling brown water?
Have you seen the lineup at our coffee machine at the
office? It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I have things to do. All right, I'm going to leave this party because they mentioned that if I do that, I will stop being accosted by pigs.
So the other question coming in is, do we have any plans for stuff like video tutorials for the tool set to help people get into content making? That is something that
would be
we are definitely in support of. And also showcasing other tutorials that the community is doing. And that's one of the things that we're going to be doing with our live stream, because we're going to keep rolling that forward as part of our regular Fridays, is showcasing community content, community tutorials, and hosting diving into the tool set. Everyone on stream, we go through, let's make something, and then jump into that world afterwards and share it with everybody.
It'd be fun. And I mean, in this day and age, I mean, YouTube's kind of
this
blown
day and
up.
age?
We probably don't even need to do tutorials. Someone will do them on our behalf. But yeah, I think making it easier for people to get into the tool set is one of our higher priorities, because that's what kept Neverwinter alive for over a decade. And we're interested in seeing what you guys can produce when we've unlocked everything we can about the engine. All right, so we've made some pretty significant progress here with my party of roughly 80,000 people. And
Okay. So the game is now live. Which leads me to address this, and it's not such a great answer for this one, but will people who played and tested beta of Neverwinter Nights EE get a beta tester rewards?
what about a forum badge? Do you want to give them a forum badge?
I'm thinking playing the game was its own reward.
Whoa.
Is that too far?
That's too far.
Too far?
We'll give you guys a forum badge. How about that?
I'm not going to agree to a forum badge. That's creating work for somebody else right now.
I mean, you're kind of the guy that it's going to be created for, so
I think
I'm happy to promise a forum badge.
I am reluctant to promise a forum badge. To be honest with you, the support that we've got from you guys, being part of the Head Start program and the beta on Steam, has really helped us get the game to this state, and we're going to keep doing that. And the more people that join the community, the better the game is going to get. So my suggestion there is, if you've been playing the game and you've been giving us feedback,
Keep doing that.
know well that you have helped us.
But again, you're getting a forum badge. All right. We have made it quite far here. Come over here and tab, and you'll see a description. Freshly impaled corpses twitch upon the wooden stakes. How inviting. Man, I
Stakes.
miss this. I used to love doing this on Persistent Worlds, of just get everybody on the server to gang up and just roll through a dungeon together and role play and have a bunch of fun as you do it. To me, right now, like, this is what made Neverwinter so fun.
See, and the other part that Neverwinter was, back in the day and can be again, is it becomes that lifestyle game. And what I mean by that is, you play the game, you're making your own content, you share the content, you play the game. It's something you look forward to either go home after work and make more games, or play with them with your friends. And that's one of the things where Neverwinter, the tool set and basically the community, are available to everybody. And when you buy the game, you can start telling your own stories.
I think that was kind of what really turned me on to the game. As I was saying before, that wizard that runs you through the whole tool set.
Yep.
It puts you at the end of that wizard in a state where you can just start playing what you created immediately. And I think that's where a lot of other games fall down, is that going from opening the editor to playing something that you made in the editor is sort of an arduous process. And they made it just so straightforward that I felt accomplished right away. And I think that initial 5 minutes of feeling accomplished is key in keeping you engaged and wanting to do more things.
Yeah, laying down that first tile set and then saying, oh, I don't like that tile there, and you move it, and then you put your spawn point for your player, you play through that, it's like, wow, I put that tree there. I did that, right? And there's a sense of accomplishment. And then you start expanding out from there in terms of dropping down monsters and NPCs, scripting dialogue, and then from there, welcome to game development.
So it's kind of like when I first played Minecraft and was able to, like, holy crap, I just built my own little base here. I got that same feeling that I got way back in the day when I played Neverwinter and could finally do something cool.
See, I started Minecraft too soon, and there was no point or objective. It was a tech demo. And
Well, that was the version I played. I played it back in 2009 when it was just this little browser-based thing where you could dig. But even that was like, I dug out a little cave and I put walls and I made a base. And a lot of games don't let you do that.
And that's what this does.
Most games don't let you do that. Somebody just gave me a professional wrestling belt, as far as I can tell.
Okay, so we're one step closer to WWE. Is it Intercontinental Champion, or is it just kind of,
I mean, I'm happy to inject any amount of professional wrestling into Neverwinter Nights. Hey, there's a little tent or little sheet door over here. What do we got? This does not look inviting. The skulls have a very intimidating presence, but it was nice of them to actually close the door so that there's not so much of a draft. You see that sweet little
curtain
opening?
animation?
You know that?
Yes.
That was cool.
That's not in Neverwinter Vanilla.
It's true. It's true. So why don't we take a gander at the workshop for a little while here as we chat about who's going to win this portrait contest that we haven't mentioned since the start of the stream.
So you want me to dump over to the...
Yeah, let's do a tour of the workshop here. Now, earlier in the stream, we mentioned that we are going to be having a little bit of a contest where the winner of said contest will have their photograph turned into a Neverwinter Nights fantasy portrait for them to use as they see fit. And the way to win this contest is to basically just be present in the chat room, and we will pick a winner at random. And once you've won the contest, we'll reach out to you. You'll have to send us a photograph that we can then overpaint into a fantasy portrait. But yeah, you will have your own little D&D character. So, Jonathan, what's going on in the workshop?
Well, we've been in beta on Steam for a few weeks now, and we're currently at 55 items in the Steam workshop.
All right. That's actually
there's
quite
a lot
bit
more to be
considering
found.
The game is not out yet.
The game's not out, but this is what people have been putting, and a lot of the content that is here is either stuff that was previously available on, Neverwinter Vault, and stuff that people have created just for the Enhanced Edition. But basically going through the workshop here, we've got the CP Community Expansion Pack. Now, this is another group that's been doing stuff with Neverwinter for a very long time. Some of their graphical overhauls have been really cool.
So
and then
this was the community getting together to add new tile sets, new textures, new items, all sorts of new stuff to the game.
Yes.
Entirely of their own accord, and it's all packaged up conveniently in the Community Expansion Pack.
Yep. And now that we've opened up the normal and specular lighting models, so expect something like CEP or other community mods for tile sets to, have even better visual fidelity.
Nice.
Yeah, it's... so here's the enhanced tile set that we had shown off on the live stream a few weeks ago. And
very cool. So not only is the tile set enhanced, but there's also a sample character in there.
No, the sample character we put into a separate one.
So you need both of these workshop items.
So we put a showcase for the characters as well. So that way, the idea here is as we add more characters, we can just keep adding to this particular module.
Right. And
so
then you can opt in, and you don't have to take the new upgrades, but if you want them, they're there. Very nice.
Now, the part that was kind of cool with this, because initially I was just getting the content up.
Wait. Did somebody redo the whole interface with like a different graphical style? POTM GUI? Holy
no, this is the Ravenloft GUI change.
Look at this stuff.
So this is another persistent world. They're, from what I understand, they're in the process of upgrading to Enhanced Edition as well. This one, I got a big smile when I saw this because I'm a huge Ravenloft fan.
Let's head over to the Neverwinter Nights store page, and we can give people a quick rundown of the various packages that you can purchase.
Can we do that on your machine?
Let's do that on my machine instead.
Stay on my machine for one other second, because this is actually kind of a neat little thing that happened. So I was going through the process of just getting the content up for the tile set and then the character, and one of the community members out there went, hey, wait a second, I can take that tile set that Jonathan uploaded, turn it into a mod so a player can instantly spawn into the temple. Because I was looking at it more from a tech standpoint of, okay, I just want to get this content out there so people can play with it. And then one of the community people was like, hey, I can take the content that you've done and actually make it more usable. So they've gone through and they created this module here called Temple Good. And I even added a note, please feel free to add, and that link there is pretty much to the character mod.
Very nice.
So they've basically gone through and have already started using that content in technically their own little showcase.
All right, if we hop over to my screen real quick here, I'm just going to show you the Neverwinter store, and you can see how many games that I have wishlisted. It's currently 121. Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition is available as the base game, but there's also a variety of packages here. So we've got all of the premium modules that used to be for sale on BioWare's website, but were then removed, and there was no way to actually purchase them. Those are for sale again. You can purchase them again. They're available for $4 a pop. So that's Wyvern Crown of Cormyr, that's Infinite Dungeons, and Pirates of the Sword Coast. Infinite Dungeons is actually kind of a special module, I should say. So it dynamically will generate dungeons for you as you play, so it's fresh every single time. It's based around Undermountain, which is beneath Waterdeep, and that's where the Mad Mage Alistair lives. It's his dungeon. He likes to twist and change it. So it's a lot of fun, and if you play it in multiplayer, it's a blast because it's different every time, and it's just immediate adventure. It's just a quick, easy way to get into some fun.
It's quick and easy to get in, but again, you can
yes.
expect to spend a night doing this.
The Mad Mage Alistair does not make things simple for you. We also have the soundtracks for both the original game and the premium modules for sale. And there's also a brand new portrait pack called Heroes of Neverwinter, and that's all new portraits for your game. Now, Neverwinter Nights, I'm looking at it in Canadian prices, of course. Sorry, so your prices are going to be slightly different in the States.
So it's $19.99 US. Canadaville, it's $22.79. That's our exchange rate right now?
Our exchange rate sucks, guys. You want to help us out with that? Come on, buy some Canadian goods and make us rich here.
So apparently you have better friends than I do, because I have 3 friends on my list that still want this game. The game's been out for 15 minutes and they haven't bought it yet.
What a bunch of jerks.
Wow. That being said, I do have 12 that already own the game.
Maybe they're at work. You know,
it's lunchtime. Oh, no, it's at lunch in an hour. Okay.
All right, let's give away another
those
Neverwinter
3,
Nights shirt.
You're buying the game.
We're going to give away a T-shirt here to someone in our audience. The winner of the Neverwinter Nights T-shirt is Sharon Call.
Sharon Call. Did Sharon call?
Sharon called. The Heroes of Neverwinter portrait pack has 6 new portraits, I believe. Or no, sorry, 12, because there are 6 females and 6 males.
Yep. And a number of those are representative of our office staff.
Yeah, I think everyone in the portrait pack is from here at Beamdog. Although that was also the case for Baldur's Gate, and I believe a lot of the Neverwinter portraits were people's just mugs.
We've done community contests before.
That's
where
true.
we have actually got community members or just fans to basically submit their pictures after winning a contest. Then we doll them up to be a fantasy character, and then it's theirs to use as they see fit.
So how about we finally make our decision as to who's going to win the fantasy portrait for Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition?
Do we want to do that
Should
now?
we make it a contest? Should it just be a random giveaway?
Is this another
What
Dunk
should
the
we
Monk
do?
situation?
Well, that one's
That kinda
unfair
narrows the
because,
pool.
Like, you
Right.
have to have the right ping to catch me, and you got to know the server.
And some people may have just bought the game 17 minutes ago, and they don't have it installed
All right.
yet. And
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what we'll
Okay.
do. We'll do a random draw so that it's fair. But we'll wait till the end of the stream so that as many people as possible can get in and make sure that they're present for this big giveaway.
Yeah, let's hold that off.
Yeah. Somebody's asking, how do you get the new graphics if you own Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition through the Beamdog client? That's actually a good question, and I think for the next little while, we're probably going to be mirroring some of our content in the Neverwinter Vault, so you'll be able to grab it there. Now, the long-term strategy is going to be different. We're going to make it a lot easier to get this stuff, but for those of you who are not on Steam, we will make this content available to you in some capacity.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We'll let you know where to get it in the near future. Trent's going to be back in a few minutes, so do you have any other interesting stories about the development of Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition?
It's still in development,
It's
so
still in development, that's right.
It's never going to be done.
Somebody's asking about the portrait contest. Will our photo be like an avatar in the game? Yes, exactly. So we're going to take your photo, give it to one of our artists, and they will turn it into a fantasy portrait in the style of Neverwinter Nights and Baldur's Gate. And you'll get to run around and show people that that is your mug on your character.
Update it on your Facebook profile,
Hey,
wherever
there you
you
go.
want.
Put it on your resume, and then they'll be like, do you really have a glowing longsword? And you can say,
Who doesn't?
yes. All right, I'm going to get back into the game here and see if Aeroleth is ready for us once more. I'm going to launch Neverwinter Nights. Or maybe we should launch the editor. Should we build a module in real time here? That sounds risky.
What could possibly go wrong?
I'm bad at building modules. They take too long, and it's just a slog.
You're just going to massage it for too long, and this is not going to live up to your expectations.
I'm going to be
and
fiddling with the position of like an individual plant or something for the rest of the stream. It won't be any fun for anybody. All right, Jimothy Randall, you're going back in, buddy. And this time...
So what were the odds of someone having your same username?
They were pretty low because that username was just Jonathan. So who knows where that came from.
Who would ever name their character Jonathan?
All right, so I am back in the Weald, but everything is black, and that's bad. Let's see if I can escape now.
You're on Distant Shores?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so it looks like everyone on the server has abandoned me to die beneath the surface of the earth. So I'm going to instigate a game of Dunk the Monk starting right now. If you can find me and you can kill me, you can get a T-shirt.
Oh, man, I'm doing screen cheat because I just look over and I see where you are.
Well, you're not in the contest. You're not allowed.
Well, then why were you saying you? Like
I
when
meant
you're
you as in the royal you.
But
You generally,
right, so me.
except you.
Oh, except. But you said you, but except
accepting
you.
Jonathan's of the world.
Okay, so the other person whose name you tried to steal.
Yeah, well, he doesn't deserve to get a T-shirt because
Okay.
he ruined my character.
Okay,
Right.
I'm just making sure we're clear on this.
I gotta get out of here before the server hunts me down. Uh-oh, I'm having to roll for initiative. That's not good.
So, Phil, do you want to talk about the deluxe edition?
Yeah, so the deluxe edition on Beamdog is essentially all of the DLC that's available on Steam for sale in one convenient package. So if you buy the base game of Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition on Beamdog and later you decide, hey, you know what? I did want the deluxe edition because I love soundtracks and I love infinite dungeons and I love premium modules, then you can do that as well. You can upgrade your package to the digital deluxe edition on Beamdog. And as well, one thing to mention, if you buy Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition on Beamdog, you will indeed receive a Steam key that you can use to play on Steam as well. So it's really the best of both worlds, and you get to directly support the developer, which is always a nice thing to do. I believe people have discovered me now, but I don't know if they're watching the stream, so they don't know that it's time to dunk the monk. Although one of them just turned red, so I think he's got a pretty good idea of what he's trying to do here. Where do I go, Jonathan? Guide me out of here.
I'm trying to guide you to me.
Go, get out of here. No! Oh, he hits hard, too. Oh, no. I really hope this is the exit.
Yeah, but I think the biggest thing is
door.
getting more people in and getting servers running.
Yeah, so I'm excited in the next few days to see a whole galaxy of new servers kick up. And, oh, no, this is a blind alley. I have made a mistake.
And just going to throw out that, I guess you're going to be taking a break on Friday because the office is going to be closed for a holiday.
That's true. It is Easter weekend this weekend, folks. So Monday and Friday we are not going to be around. But on Sunday, I believe there is actually going to be a special Beamdog stream on April 1st to talk about a currently unannounced project that we've been toying around with for a little while. It's pretty exciting. We're going to have some guests. This time the guests will actually be able to hear them because we're going to get Holly Conrad to come back and chat with us about this new game. She's extremely excited about what we're working on. And Holly, I'm sorry we couldn't chat today, but technical issues make fools of us all. And anyways, I'm incredibly excited for Sunday. I can't wait to show you guys what we're up to. And I think you're all going to have a pretty good chuckle.
So tune in Sunday for
Sunday
with Phil.
Sunday at the Beamdog.
And here's Trent.
So I'm currently being hunted through the woods by a bunch of players, and I'm also trying to dodge a bunch of skeletons that are spawning. So this is extremely difficult for me to pay attention to multiple things at once. Trent, why don't you take over and start talking nonstop to entertain people?
So what you're saying, Phil, is it's just like your regular life. People chasing you, wanting you dead.
I think I took the wrong exit because I'm kind of stuck here. Oh, no, wait, I see it on the map.
Oh, here's a question. Will there be a version where you can buy the base game and all the extra DLCs together?
That's the digital deluxe version. That includes everything together. And on Steam, it's basically just a bundle of everything together. So, yes, you can do exactly what you're describing. On Steam, you just add all the DLC to your cart. And on Beamdog, you just buy the digital deluxe version.
We're actually adding the digital deluxe to Steam as we speak. Mm-hmm. I was typing in seconds before coming here.
I guess it's time to give away another shirt. Man, we are shirt crazy today. We're just knocking them out.
Dude, what am I going to do for my wardrobe for the rest of the year?
I've seen your closet. You're like Doug from Disney's Doug. You just have a whole wardrobe of the same Neverwinter shirt over and over again.
Dude, I've got way more than just Neverwinter shirts.
Oh my God, there's 4 people after me.
I am not surprised.
All right, I'm going to do a little bit of a tricky loop back here to throw them off the chase. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back we go. And hopefully I don't get killed with lag. All right. Ah, crap, he spotted me. Oh, he didn't. All right, I'm good for now. I think I deked them. Are you creating another character? Or no, you're dead. How did you die, Trent?
Gee, I wonder how I died, Phil. I wonder how that could have happened.
I can't believe it worked. I deked all of them. Thank God for loading screens, folks.
You should be chugging potions there, Bubba.
I should, but I'm on the run here. All right, let's give away another shirt. The winner of a Neverwinter Nights t-shirt is
One
odd
orange.
One odd orange. Oh, crap, it's locked. All right.
You are dead.
This is exciting. I feel like I'm a fugitive on the run.
So you're saying just like last summer?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
Ah, God, he's throwing axes at me. Oh, another dead end. This is a nightmare.
They are going to win. I look forward to your dying, Phil.
And there's a demon chasing me? This is nuts. Come on. I think he aggroed the monster there, so I might actually be safe. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
This is called convergence. Convergence is a wonderful thing.
I can't believe I got out of there. Are they busy fighting?
You've got some spell effect that's chasing you.
All right. New rule. If you stop me from dying, I'll give you a shot.
Who did that?
All right. Who got the kill here?
Jimothy Alyssa.
Hold on. We got
It was Alyssa.
It was Alyssa Duvain. Attacks and hits, and I think that was the one, yeah?
Yeah, killed Jimothy Rando.
Congrats to Alyssa Duvain.
You have killed Jimothy Rando.
All right, Alyssa Duvain, send a screenshot of your character on the server here, killing me if you can, to Beamdog, and we will give you a shirt. Damn it, I was doing so well, too. I deked them. I made them lose the chase. We're doing this every stream from now on. This is a blast.
Is that your thing?
Dunk
Phil
the monk.
likes to run away from
that was
other
a blast.
people who
You
are
would have a good...
attempting
All
to
right,
kill him.
you're going to do the next one.
I am not.
We need a good game name for a barbarian version of Dunk the Monk.
Dunk the monk.
Barb the Barbarian? No. We'll just call it Hunt Trent. Let's play Hunt Trent. Question or comment from the audience. It's a good way to show off the capabilities of the Aurora engine. People can unite to kill Phil. Truly inspiring. I agree.
Killing Phil is one of the few things that everybody can agree on.
It brings people together,
It
you know?
is. It's a unifying. Some people would like to buy the world of Coke. Other people would like to murder Phil.
It's like, World War II. The country comes together to fight a common enemy.
Exactly.
Me.
And you are just the jackass in question.
I'm the jackass in question. Will we have an updated particle effects system? So as part of upgrading the capabilities of the engine, particle effects are something that we're going to have to look into. So in terms of specific features...
I don't think we'll be adding a lot of features. I think we'll just be improving the fidelity of the assets that are there.
So you'll be able to pull off more things with the existing system than you could previously, basically.
So Phil, do you realize why you're dead here?
I'm dead because I was killed by everyone on the server hunting me down and massacring me. Which I feel like is a pretty good way to go. I feel like it's a justifiable way to die.
I think if anyone deserves to die multiple times, it is you.
So a question from the audience. What server are you guys playing on? We are playing on Araleth Distant Shores, which is available exclusively for Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition right now. There is a non-Enhanced Edition server up there, but it's a different server. Don't go to that one. Go to this one. And I can leave hell in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, at which point we will start another game of Dunk the Monk. Although I said you were going to be the next guy. Should we do a two-player game of Dunk the Monk where there's 2 targets?
It's going to take 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
For
How many
me.
times have you been dying?
Well, ultimately, I mean, my whole thought was that we could go into Araleth and we could actually kind of roleplay for a while and actually play a game like people would play a
All right.
D&D.
I am role-playing a fugitive who is on the run from the law.
You're such a jackass.
When I was actually role-playing, I was role-playing properly. So
My
actions were
whatever
those of a
lies
fugitive.
you have to tell yourself to make you sleep at night, we're good with that.
Question from the audience. Any news on bringing Steam achievements to the game? It's on the list. We're going to be bringing them in the future, but for today, they are not present, but you will get them soon.
Yep.
What about new content? The hero of Neverwinter must save Erebeth.
Well, you can. You can redeem her in Hordes of the Underdark.
That's right. But is that really saving someone? They actually want to extract her from the 9 hells and bring her back to life. I think that's what they're really after. They want to Dragon Ball Z her from the dead dimension and bring her back.
I could see that. I mean, I understand where you're coming from with that. Ultimately, new content will probably focus on telling some new stories. I'm still thinking hard about ways to kind of extend out the official campaign. And Niv and I have been bouncing some ideas back and forth on that, Jonathan. So we're thinking on ways to do it.
One of the big things you were thinking was the henchman system from Hordes of the Underdark, bringing that potentially backwards.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to access the inventory of all the henchmen. I think it's kind of a mandatory feature. It's just going to take time. Oh, here's a big question. Does inviting and joining through the Steam overlay work?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
That's one of the main things that we wanted to work because
friends list matching, it's all there.
Basically, like if you can see your buddy playing Neverwinter and right click on his name and join him and you just spawn near him, that's kind of the ideal scenario to aim for. Because what's cooler than dropping in on someone's game?
Well, especially finding where your friend's playing and then being able to join up with them. That's
just
awesome.
Appear and be like, hey, guess what? I'm going to screw up your role-playing experience.
Wow, once again, you're fine. I'm understanding why I don't play a lot with you, Phil.
The Beamdog client has finished downloading the game, but it's been stuck on installing necessary prerequisites, installing OpenAL. Is this normal? Any suggestions? If it is indeed stuck, you can try restarting it. Alternatively, if OpenAL is still giving you trouble, you can actually download the OpenAL installer on your own. And install it, and it should work for you. Just search on Google for OpenAL. It's on Creative's website, and they have a little installer. Hey, admin perhaps, very graciously, I should say, teleported us somewhere on the server, so now we can play a game of Dunk the Monk.
I don't know about your Dunk the Monk thing.
All right, so we're going to play a game here, folks, and it's called Dunk the Monk and Beat the Barbarian. I'm just going to have to save Trent here because he's being beaten up by 2 harpies, and I don't think he realizes it.
I'm being beaten up, but I was leveling up. Never interrupt my leveling up.
Okay, so the story here, we're going to role play because this is Airlift, is you and I were... don't attack me.
Well, that's hangover from last time.
All right,
we had a lot of...
You and I were on death row, and our prison bus went off the road, and now a train is coming, and I, Dr. Richard Kimball, rescued you from your chains, and I'm like, hey, stay out of trouble. So now we're both fugitives. So let's get the hell out of here.
I should attack him.
Wait, let's rest up. I'm going to invite you to my party if I can, or maybe I can't because you're hostile to me.
Can I not be hostile to you?
I'm not sure. You made the game. You tell me.
We need a button. Make up. Kissy kissy.
Wait, I'm going to find you in the... I just need to change my attitude towards you. I like you now, and I'm going to invite you to my party. All right, we got to get going, man. The clock has started. Let's move. Everyone on the server is currently hunting us. Come on, man!
Oh, you're so slow.
Come on. We got to get going, man.
All right.
Come on. There's people hunting us now.
Where are we going?
People with weapons. I don't know this server.
Let's go this way.
All right, we found an entrance here. All right, the other way is blocked. We got to go this way.
Let's go down.
My heart is pounding, folks. Question from the audience: will there be any extra content available as DLC in the future, like modules such as Darkness over Daggerford or Tyrants of Moonsea, etc., etc.? Let's just say yes.
Are you getting beat there? Are you getting beat, Phil?
I'm beating these guys.
Troglodyte axe hurler.
We gotta kill these guys and move on. There's people watching the stream right now. They know exactly where we are. So regarding that question earlier, yeah, you're going to see more module content most likely. We're very excited about producing stuff like that, and stay tuned in the future.
Concentration.
Question from the audience: what are some improvements that a player might not notice at first glance over the normal version? So the post-process shader effects are pretty subtle, but they do make the game look a lot better if you know what to look for. There's a million little changes that we made under the hood to make modding easier, and we increased the security and running a multiplayer server by quite a bit. We fixed a lot of holes there. So there's a lot of under-the-hood improvements and changes that just make the game play a lot better and more smoothly and make it a lot more moddable. And those are where a lot of our that's where a lot of our focus has been in upgrading the game. Question from the audience: will Beamdog ever possibly sell iconic prefab areas such as Shatterdale or Suzale, etc.? That's actually an interesting idea, although I think really what that would be is a tile set representing that city.
Well, I think he's saying groups within that tile set. So basically custom-built areas that are like one-off,
Fair enough.
graphically very, very high fidelity. I mean,
I think we're interested in constructing whatever the community is interested in acquiring. So if there's a large demand for, hey, we just want a bunch of pre-done tiles or set pieces that we can create our own adventures, and that's what we'll produce. If the demand is largely, we want prefab narrative content that's, very well done, handcrafted, has lots of great VO, then we would probably pursue that. So really, we have a lot of plans for what we'd like to do with Neverwinter, and we're pursuing a lot of them, but it's also sort of, hey, let's see how this thing goes.
Fight!
Uh-oh.
Fight, Jimothy!
This
Fight!
might not go as well as we thought.
We'll do all right. I am totally focusing on the least threatening enemy.
All right, let's kill this troglodyte.
Ettercap, poison.
Come on, get a better punch. Beat him up. Beat him up.
I totally knew I should have grabbed
There we go. Now I can fight
weapon
the Ettercap.
focus. Great
Do I have a
axe.
cursed belt on? Did somebody curse me? They better not have cursed
They
me.
should have cursed you. I know I curse you on a daily basis.
Oops.
I'm like, damn you, Phil!
All right.
Damn you to hell!
Question for the audience. Where did you get those gnarly Beholder laptops? These are actually stickers from our buddies over at Wizards of the Coast. Every time we visit them, I sneak out of whatever meeting we're in to go raid their main office, which has just big stacks of swag everywhere. And so far they haven't noticed, but I do think that Nathan noticed when I took his trophies from his room, because those are kind of one-offs. And sorry, buddy. What are you going to do? Will the expansions
I think he's going to
work?
disavow you and give you a permanent penalty in every D&D
Oh,
game
it's
you ever
already
play
there.
in.
All right, question from the audience. Will the expansions, like Hordes of the Underdark, work with Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition?
They're
The
actually
expansions are included in the game.
Yep.
So Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition is basically the successor to the Diamond Edition of Neverwinter Nights, which included the base game, Shadows of Undertide, Hordes of the Underdark, and then the 3 premium modules, Shadow Guard, Witch's Wake, and Wyvern Crown of Cormyr,
Yep.
I believe. Yeah.
Something along
So
those lines.
all those are included. So basically, when you buy the Enhanced Edition, you're buying way too much game for one person to handle.
So Dan is sniggering at me because of a question. It says, Trent, how much can
do
you
you
bench? Do you even work out? You have huge biceps. The answer is, at the moment, I don't know how much I can bench. I have attempted to do 400 pounds, and I can't do it. I can do 395, but I can't do 400. It's just one of those.
So you do know how much you can bench.
Yep. What's my secret for big gains? So I started working out in the gym when I was 14. I am somewhere north of 14 years old now. And
I wouldn't go that
put in a lot of years. I think the secret, if you want to work out and get results, is consistency. Super compensation is the theory. You have to strain your muscles, but you have to give them adequate time to recuperate.
Question from the audience, or sorry, I guess I should let you keep telling people about your workout routine.
No, we can. I kind of hit the high points.
Do you mentally prepare by watching Pumping Iron each time?
No.
Oh, not anymore.
Do you
at
know what?
least.
I've actually never seen Pumping Iron.
Really?
I've never seen all of it. No.
Really?
I've literally seen minutes and minutes of it here.
That
and
is the least expected thing I've ever heard you say, that you have not seen all of Pumping Iron. That's crazy.
there. Damn it,
I'm
Phil, where are you
shocked
going?
that no one has found us yet.
Will you hire Chris Perkins and Matthew Mercer to do a module? I believe that Chris has a job
Yeah.
with somebody else, so hiring him that would be in poor form.
I mean,
but,
if he wants to work outside of core Wizards of the Coast
That
hours,
said, we would gladly accept a volunteer effort from either of the fellows. What's the expected release date for improved tile sets and character models? We don't have an expected release date. We're still kind of sorting out the technology. We've got a good concept of how we can roll, but our goal is to really build new content that we can build new content with.
so we have a wide variety of character model upgrades in production right now, but the release date is TBD. They will show up in the workshop, so you can opt into them, and that's probably how we're going to roll them out until
Where'd you get
everything's
to, you
done.
silly bugger?
Don't go down there. That's just more danger. Let's go up here.
Why not? I'm totally about danger.
But we're also fugitives on the run, in case you forgot. All right. Will Witch's Wake ever be finished?
No.
If you can find the guys that worked on it and tell them about the enhanced edition, we're more than happy to have them come and finish it. Oh, God, they found us.
I've talked about.
I don't know how, but they found us.
Why are you running at them?
Because I can run past them and then get away. You can deal with them, though. Have fun. Hey, wait, what if we gang up on her and kill her? Or is it a guy? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Let's
Who
kill
is
them.
it?
Attack!
No, we're not hostile. Keep going.
Buh!
Oh, Phil.
Oh, she keeps ducking my fists.
I'm unable to reach that target because Phil is in the way. God damn it, Phil.
Oh, God, she stunned us.
She stunned you.
Well, me.
I think that's actually a permanent state for Phil. Stunned.
Who is this person?
So Hordes of the Underdark was advertised as a single-player game, and some things were just broken in multi, such as the well into Undermountain, and only the host getting a Relic of the Reaper. Has Hordes of the Underdark been updated for multiplayer? It hasn't yet. We are interested in doing that. That's one of those things we kind of want to kind of drive forward.
Oh, my God, we got her. All right, let's get out of here.
Run away! Wait, I can't fight my instincts. I must loot her body.
You're going to get captured by the cops immediately after you kill somebody. I want you to know this. If you ever murder someone, the cops, within 5 minutes, will be like, there he is.
Yep. He's totally looting
He's
the body.
looting the body. All right. So,
Years of training, man. Years of training.
we got 20 minutes left, which means in about 15 minutes, we're going to be announcing the winner of the portrait contest. So please stay tuned.
Here's a question. Are you planning on making a truly great story-driven
Campaign.
I think that's what we would aspire to.
Are we planning on making truly great things? Yes. All right, let's get out of here, Trent. Go, go, go. Question, what is your favorite expansion out of all three? Hordes, Undertide, or the original campaign in terms of story and gameplay? And which one is your least favorite?
Hordes. Totally Hordes.
Hordes is your favorite? Oh, God, there's a guy here. Run!
The reason I like Hordes is because we actually figured out how to actually make things fun in the game.
So Hordes was absolutely the most technically mature of them, and it was probably, honestly, the most fun. I have a kind of sweet spot for Shadows of Undertide because it introduced the Blackguard Prestige class. And I thought that was awesome, and I was like, yes, finally, anti-paladins are in the game. So I immediately got into that one, and I thought it was actually quite good.
I think you're wrong, but that's just you. You're always wrong.
But I thought it was super cool that they knew that that's what everyone wanted. They wanted to become the Blackguard, so they had that little altar that could change your alignment for you. So knowing that was in the game, I rolled a paladin, got to the altar, changed my alignment, became a Blackguard, and I was like, hey, I'm going to have all the paladin powers and the Blackguard powers. But I don't think it really worked out too well. There are people just positioned in the forest waiting for us.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing because I don't want to get dunked.
I don't know where you are, dude.
I've abandoned you because you were too slow. You're just gonna slow me down and get me killed.
I think you deserve it.
Probably.
Yep. But Hordes of the Underdark was by far my favorite because we really figured out what we were doing.
So, Hordes did some pretty interesting things. One of the coolest things it did was they discovered that through scripting they could spawn tiles, and that kind of opened up all new areas of gameplay development.
We did all sorts of bad things on there.
But now that we know how to spawn tiles through scripting, we can do bad things today as well.
So I am cheating. I am sitting in a corner hiding.
I can see you on the map. I'm just going to guide people towards you and then leave. Didn't you ever kite monsters in EverQuest to people?
You are such a jerk. My least favorite is the official campaign, what we're going to call the Wailing Death. The reason it's my least favorite is because we were really still kind of figuring out how to do things.
They found you. Now I can escape. Ah, dang it.
Who dunked the monk? Who got him?
All right,
Running
question from
away
the
and buggering
audience.
off.
Where is it better to buy Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition, on Beamdog or Steam? Well, if you buy it on Beamdog, you also get it on Steam, so it's objectively the better place to get it. Because
And
you get
instead
it
of
on
paying
Steam,
Gabe
support
tax, you
us.
pay Beamdog tax.
Yeah, so buy it on Beamdog. Do that. Question from the audience.
Yikes,
What is the more
person.
dangerous magic item, the Hand of Vecna or the Hand of Dan? Well, how do you know they're not one and the same?
Dan has the hand of Vecna.
Dan has the head of Vecna, too. He cut
Yep.
his own off. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
cut his own head off.
We
too,
tried to
but,
tell him, like, hey, that's a common, dungeon master trick, but
Yep.
he wanted to do it, so we let him.
Um,
Does Infinite Dungeon still wig out in multiplayer? I believe that we've put some work in so that it should work properly once again. So if that is not the case, we will fix it, but it should be working fine now.
Our goal is to make it work properly in multiplayer.
Because Infinite Dungeons is kind of the go-to module that you would want to play with friends because it's just so straightforward.
I
Question.
find myself cornered by a spider.
If I go to the
Oh,
Neverwinter
God.
Vault and download the old player-created modules, will they still work? And if so, will the graphics be enhanced automatically? Yes and yes. So that was actually a major, major component when we were starting the Enhanced Edition project was the old modules must still work. Because there's 13, 15, 14, 20 years. I keep changing the number of years. There's a lot of years of content out there that people have made.
Yeah, there's this like dark period where I just kind of I don't remember anymore. That is the rough period when Neverwinter shipped.
But yeah, so everything should work. The whole point of this process was to improve what previously existed, so modules will work.
Here's a question. Don't you think that some things, such as improved character textures, etc., should go straight into the game instead of as an option for workshop? When they're done,
Yes.
certainly. When they're half done, not at all.
Yeah.
Because it's half done, and you would have half of your characters looking like complete Bork, and the other half actually looking pretty good. So
And at that point, we would still want to have a toggle so that you can revert back, because as much as people like the new graphics and as great as they look, there are still people who want that classic experience, and so they need to be able to turn those features off.
Yep.
Ooh, I found a northern great bear.
a northern
Maybe
great
he'll
bear.
be my friend and protect me from these other bears. Oh, no, he turned on me. All the bears have turned on me. Even the bugbear has turned on me.
I think bears in general just think you are food.
Oh, they're just not okay with me coming into their cave? Whatever.
Dude, you totally aggroed bears on me.
Have fun.
Oh God.
See you later.
Jimothy Rando. No, I am dying.
He can't bear it.
I can't bear the truth.
That bear just won a t-shirt. Oh, we forgot to check who killed me earlier. I'm sorry. We'll have to do that right now.
That's okay. I'm sure there was
sure someone on the
a
stream
record
did.
of it. So
But,
we're going to give another T-shirt away. The winner of the T-shirt is Vaclav Koslav.
Of course it is.
And,
Oh my God, there's a million bears coming out of that cave.
Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
Again, Trent, why did you decide to simulate all maps at the same time on the server at the same time instead of just maps that people were in?
Because the idea of a persistent world requires the world to be persistent, and therefore actively simulating all areas at the same time.
Did you not have a rather humorous story during the development of Neverwinter Nights?
We had
The main boss killed you.
No, we had a great bug. It was the henchman of the boss in the prison district. He basically killed my character, and my character respawned back in the temple. And I was healing up in the temple, and I was wasting time. I was moving slow. And then all of a sudden he came running in and murdered me again in front of everybody. And we're like, oh gosh, he path found the entire way through the city, found me in the temple and in the Hall of Justice, and murdered me there. This is bad. This is not a good thing to have happen to you.
Question from the audience. What would Bard's Tale 4 look like if it were forged by Beamdog? So Bard's Tale 4, I think it was just recently announced, and they started showing off some gameplay. Bard's Tale has always been sort of a fourth wall breaking meta game, I guess, where it like kind of toys with the player.
Yep.
And so I think we would want to really, really embrace that and play it up quite a bit. Something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time is a D&D game, but a kind of abstracted D&D game where you're playing D&D like, Neverwinter or Baldur's Gate or something, but there's a layer above, and that's the human players at the table playing together. So as you're playing Neverwinter Nights and your character is like, I attack you, whatever, there's this narration going on in the background of like someone at the table, the other guy across from you saying, I can't believe I screwed up my roll there. I just think it would be a lot of fun.
You have weird thoughts.
Capturing the feeling of playing tabletop D&D, but not capturing necessarily the feeling of being in the Forgotten Realms, which I think are two different things.
They can be, but I mean, a well-done gameplay session allows you to transcend the reality that you were in and live in a brief period in a fantasy world.
But you want that reality because half of the fun of playing tabletop D&D is, the hilarious conversations that you have with people as they drift in and out of character. So if you had like celebrity, let's say we got Holly Conrad as one of the people in that game, I think that would be hilarious. Of having
so here's a question.
Her and Strix in the game.
I bought Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition last week for Mac OS and iOS. Do you know when the 2.5 update will come out so these platforms can play multiplayer together?
We are aiming for before the end of April to have all the final versions done and out the door. Uh-oh. Alyssa Duvain found us. She's back for another shirt.
She's back. She's in search of all the shirts.
She's shirt hungry. Get out of here.
She understands you, Phil. Hey,
go, man.
There's a
go. She's chasing us.
There's a portal
we'll split
here.
up. You go that way. I'll go up here.
Well, everybody always wants to kill you, Phil.
Well, I'm the high value target. You see.
See, nobody wants to fight me.
I'm the what's that little golden thing in Harry Potter? The starts with an F, I think.
No, it's not an F. It's
you guys know what it is.
Yeah, it's the little thing.
Oh God, it's the. It ends with E-T.
Int something.
It's the. Someone's gonna say it, and I'm gonna go nuts.
The golden snitch.
The snitch. Thank you.
Ciao.
There you
question:
go.
Will there be regular Friday streams now that the game is out?
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing the streams until I'm freed of the curse that I mentioned previously. A witch has cast a hex upon me so that I have to do a Twitch live stream every single week, rain or shine, health or sickness, sane or crazy. So, yes, there will be more. And I think in the future, oh my God, I found a wyvern. How about that?
The friends you make in this world.
That wyvern's going to get a t-shirt. If I can escape it, or I can't escape it. He's chasing me down. He's going to get me. No. Hey, you can save me. That's another human player. Human player, if you save me,
I'm about to die.
I will grant you a shirt.
Chug those potions.
Oh, God. No, he couldn't assist me. He got me. I'm dead. Dunk the Monk did not successfully complete. Sorry, guys. All right, so we have about 8 minutes left in the stream here. So first, we're going to give away another T-shirt. What do you think about that? One final T-shirt before we do the ultimate prize, which is the Fantasy Portrait.
Well, there was also the question of, will you raffle some Steam keys today?
Raffle? I guess we could do that. Let's do a bunch of stuff. We got some Steam keys to give away. We got some more T-shirts.
You realize I'm going to get killed while I'm talking too much.
I'm already dead, so I'm in hell right now.
You're always dead, though.
All right, so let's give away 5 Steam keys for Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. Let's do that. How many keys do we have?
Phil, Dan just made happy faces. So we'll
say them really slow so he has time to pick the winners. All right, the first winner of a Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition Steam key is Ganeudina 5. Ganeudina 5, you have won a Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition Steam key. Congratulations. The second winner of a Steam key for Neverwinter Nights is Jolenlot.
Yep.
Jolenlot. Congratulations, Jolenlot. You win a Steam key. The third winner of a Steam key for Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition.
You're going too fast, man.
Well, we got so little time left.
I guess Whizfish.
Whizfish?
With ones instead of eyes.
Well, ones.
Feish. Onesie feish.
Wunsch. All right. Whizfish, you win a key. And the fourth winner of a Steam key is one Rocketer. Roketteer. Congratulations. You win another key. And last but not least, the fifth Steam key giveaway today is Korakolos. Crack open a refreshing Corocolos.
A refreshing Corocolos.
The taste of a new generation. I'm in some sort of dark nightmare hell here.
So hopefully from the stream today you got to see some of Aerolith, but you didn't really see us playing the game properly. Phil took us down a very dark direction.
So while I do enjoy the game that we created, which is, again, Dunk the Monk, and I look forward to seeing a module of that name in the workshop later today.
Dunk the Monk.
Aerolith is a role-playing server. They were super nice and set this whole thing up for us, so thank you very much to the whole team over there. We're very, very grateful. I'm very sorry for the people that we had lined up for interviews. We couldn't make it work. I'm going to blame Skype for this one because they're a convenient scapegoat. But yeah, so it's been a blast playing on Aerolith. Sorry we didn't roleplay. Sorry we made everyone run around trying to hunt 2 people down, but it's a blast. Check it out. There's not just Aerolith. I'm going to hop out here real quick and show you guys all kinds of awesome multiplayer servers. So right now, for the Enhanced Edition, there are a whole ton of servers that are up that you can connect to and play. Some of them require custom content. We're going to make it in the future so that it pulls down that content automatically for you so you can not have to worry about it. But right now, you can play with tons of people on tons of servers, and it's an absolute blast. And of course, you can't forget that Neverwinter Nights ships with how many campaigns? 6, 7, 8, 12, 30? So there's the original Neverwinter Nights campaign, which
called The Wailing
Trent himself.
Death.
Yeah, we've actually officially given it a name after 15 years, The Wailing Death.
Which the name came from the community.
That's true.
Somebody suggested it, and we're like, wow.
That's pretty good.
That's actually a really good name. Let's totally rip that.
Neverwinter Nights, Shadows of Undertide, the first expansion. That was by Floodgate Entertainment originally, I believe.
That was a collaboration
between BioWare and Floodgate.
Yes.
Neverwinter Nights, Hordes of the Underdark also comes with Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition, and that was the final large expansion pack.
That was the last big expansion we did. After that, we basically did mostly premium modules.
Yeah. And it's a blast. Brent Knowles, one of the people here at Beamdog, was the lead designer on Hordes of the Underdark, and he went crazy. They had full ownership of all the systems at that point. They knew what they were doing. It was great.
He knew the scripting language inside and out. And some of my favorite parts in Hordes were like building your own golem, and you could kind of customize the powers he had.
That was pretty cool.
And then as well, you could upgrade your item and build a better item out of it.
Who could forget Deacon?
Well, and the battle scene where you deployed your troops.
The war, the blood war when you're in the frozen hell. That was fun. Neverwinter also ships with a bunch of great premium modules, so Infinite Dungeons, Kingmaker, Pirates of the Sword Coast, Shadow Guard, Witch's Wake, Wyvern Crown of Cormyr, and of course there are more available on the store, and of course there are millions of modules available in the Neverwinter Vault, and soon on the Steam Workshop.
Yep.
So
we're looking forward to people uploading the best, and we're trying to figure out an easy way to make it, a way to make it easier for people to kind of discover some of the best modules out there. Because that's really what sets Neverwinter apart, I think, from a lot of other games, is the capability to just go in and play adventures authored by other people.
And somebody recreated all of Ultima 6 in Neverwinter, so obviously there's some pretty crazy stuff out there.
There's amazing stuff. I saw a tile set that had cars driving around in it. It was a modern city. It was just nuts, man.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of hitting the tipping point to me where you're able to see the things that Neverwinter can do, and I'm so looking forward to expanding that out and showing all the capabilities that the game has, finding hard-coded systems and exposing them a little bit more at a time, and really just stepping the game forward. So I think there's a lot of potential.
You know what I'd love to see is somebody implement player housing on a server using the functionality to spawn tiles. Because theoretically, you could do that. It'd be tricky, and you'd have to do a lot of management of property and that stuff. But I think it would be pretty cool. I'd like to see that.
So we're getting the.
It's time to cut the stream, which means that we have to give away the final amazing prize of the stream, which is a fantasy portrait. You will get to send your photograph to Beamdog. We will then turn it into a fantasy portrait that you can use with Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, or you could put it on your resume, something like that.
I have an epic portrait.
That sort of
just
thing.
Put it on your resume. That's like the first page, your epic portrait. So,
all right, so before we announce the winner, just some last-minute news. Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition is now available on Steam and Beamdog. You can buy it right this second. If you buy it on Beamdog, you will get a Steam key, so that's kind of the best of both worlds.
It is.
It is the best build.
It is.
There's a big sale on GOG right now for all of the Infinity Engine games. So I'm talking Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate 2, Planescape Torment, I believe.
Yep.
The 2.5 update, the patch for the Infinity Engine, is coming very, very soon. Earlier in the stream,
so
I said
we're going to roll it game by game by game. It'll take us a little time to roll them all out, but
we're currently pushing out localization updates. There's going to be a lot of new languages and language updates in this patch. And on April 1st, Easter Sunday, Beamdog is doing a very special secret stream where we announce and show off a little project that we've been working on with one Holly Conrad and our very own Alexi Peppers, who is going to be my co-host here.
Yep. And you are going to be showing the future of D&D role-playing.
The future of D&D role-playing.
It'll
Or the
be-
future of just video games in general.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it does reflect the future of video games in general. So
So-
the winner of the portrait
Winner of the portrait is one
X or Nova.
X or Nova. You have won, buddy. Your picture is going to get turned into a fantasy portrait.
So what you need to do is take a picture of yourself at a decent resolution, hopefully with reasonably strong directional lighting, and we will put it to our art team to create an epic portrait. And if you can give us some guidance on what kind of character and
Yeah.
what themes you'd like, we can
if you
attempt to accommodate.
If you have a D&D character already, we could actually turn you into that character.
Yep.
The only rule and restriction we have is please do not send us a photograph of your butthole because it's very difficult to turn that into a reasonable face.
I think that's. I thought that was unsaid.
If you do, I reserve the
didn't
right
need
to
to be
swap the
said.
photo out with whatever I choose. So
It would be a picture of Phil's butthole.
Fantasy Pikachu is coming.
Fantasy Pikachu.
All right, guys. April 1st, save the date. We're going to be streaming with Holly and Alexi about our new thing.
And the future of games
In the
in
future
general.
of games. As for right now, go pick up Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. Thanks for joining the party, and it's going to keep rolling for the next few years.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
So tell your friends, get them out, buy the game, play it, enjoy it. Give us feedback. The Trello is still live. We are still showing what we're working on. We're still taking feedback on new things to add. It's all going to keep going on.
We will make whatever you guys demand, if there's enough demand. So start demanding.
And we're going to be streaming every Friday.
We will see you guys later, and have a great Tuesday.
In the meantime and in between time, it's another edition of Stampede Wrestling.